Hello, Tim. Here's the first video we have of, we're going to do back, traps, and triceps today. Your trapezius muscles being very important in keeping you upright, and also your back is something that you want to strengthen, okay? So I got a few exercises I'm going to show you. Also, I recommend you start out with a warm-up of your choice, okay? Being 1 to 2 minutes. The thing is, you can choose whatever you want to use to warm up, but the important thing is to warm up, okay? So make sure you're warm before we get started. And I'm gonna go into these exercises, explain to the best of my ability. If you have any questions, let me know. Thank you. So we're gonna use this today to warm up your shoulders. If you remember, we've done this before. You may be able to hook this to your Smith machine, and it's just a tubing right here. And we're gonna come out, get you enough tension right here. Notice the elbow is tight on the body. We're gonna rotate over, okay? So this is for the rotator cuff. We don't want any injuries here, so we want to do the best we can to make sure that's nice and warm before we get started. So this is internal rotation, and you're keeping the forearm parallel with the ground, okay? You're just rotating in. If you don't have enough tension, step out a little further, okay? So internal rotation, and you're gonna do that maybe reps, 12 reps or so, or maybe 30 seconds if you want to time yourself, and then you're gonna go external. So the thing about external, you want to keep that wrist straight. You don't want a lot of flexion in that wrist. Just keep that wrist straight and do not raise that elbow, okay? So external rotation, all right? So once you get your maybe 12 reps, if you go with rep count, go 12 and 12 or 15 and 15 on each side. And then once you get to that rep count, switch sides and do the same, okay? Make sure the elbow is staying close to the body, okay? Okay, Tammy, move over to your Smith machine. Adjust your Smith machine almost a little lower, maybe chest height. And take here, we may have done this before. This is called the inverted row. So what you want to do is get your hands a little wider than shoulder width, shoulder width. Step halfway under, okay? Lean back, don't put your neck out here, and just roll back. When you get to the top, pause at the top, down, let yourself down slow, up, pause at the top, let yourself down slow. You want to get that back engaged, okay? So remember, don't stick your neck out. Keep your head back and roll. Let the back work, okay? So we do 12 reps of those, okay? Okay, so we're moving on. We're going to work the traps, okay? This is going to keep you upright. This is going to keep you from being right here and bring you to right here. So we're going to take a little weight. If you have, I know you have the cable machine. If you have the rope attachment, then great. If not, we'll use, I got these tubes in here for a variation. So what you're gonna do here, you're gonna take the weight off of the stack. So this will be at your cable machine, 1 foot in front of the other, stabilizing, arms up, elbows are out. You're gonna pull this back to your face. Okay, so think you're pulling this back to your brow, Don't stick your head out. Once again, sit your head back, throwing it back. And you're gonna feel a good pinch in between your shoulder blades at your traps, okay? So that's this motion here with a pause, that motion here with a pause, okay? So if you cannot find that attachment for your cables, take the tubing, set it up high, maybe on your assisted pull-up machine. Take the handles here, step back, same way, handles are over, and we're gonna go back, back with a roll, back with a roll. Okay, so I got a little faster tempo with that. So for that, you would use time. For the rope, you would use reps, okay? Okay, so we did the internal, external rotation on both sides. We did the inverted roll. We also did the face pull. So those are the first 3, okay? So I want you to do internal, external rotation, 12 reps. Each hand, turn around, do the same thing. Each hand, 12 reps. Inverted roll, 12 reps. And face pull. If you have the rope, 12 reps. If you have the tubing, do it for time. But I want you to do all 3 of those for 2 rounds, okay? All right, so we have 3 premium back exercises that are definitely gonna help you out, okay? So the first one is a single arm row. I advise straddling the bench versus putting a knee up on the bench, okay? So with one hand here, your back is flat, okay? So you don't want your back rounded here. You don't want your legs locked all the way out. You want a slight bend in those legs, okay, in those knees. And your hand here, good solid hip structure. Okay, so single dumbbell, neutral grip here, up, squeeze at the top. Okay, so from right here, up, keep breathing, up, up, up. 12 reps on one side, switch the weight to the other side, same thing. Up, pause at the top, up, up, and breathe, okay? You're gonna do 12 reps there, okay? Then we're gonna come over. I know you have the cable machine. I don't know if you have a straight bar attachment, but I do know you have handles. And we have done this before. So with handles, maybe you would do, let me demo what it is first and what we're working, and then I'll show you a variation, okay? So we're gonna start off here, straight arms. You wanna keep those arms straight, so no bend in those arms. Slight bend in the knee, and you're pulling it down right here, okay? Keep breathing, and keep your core tight. Pull, breathe, arms are straight. So what we're working is the back fat. Any area here that's hanging over whatever you have will start to disappear as you work this. So you gotta replace the loose skin by adding muscle, okay? So this is just straight on pull down, okay? So at the bottom, right there, almost like you're trying to pull yourself over the bar, okay? Keep breathing, all right? So 12 reps of those, but the variation of that would be setting up your cable machine. I couldn't tell you how much weight. I would have to see your form on the weight. So you have those handles, you have those different angles of handles. Handles are here, arms are still straight, and we're pulling down, okay? Pulling down. This area of the back. So one thing you don't want to do is you don't want to have it sinking your hips in. You want to lock this position here, and you want to pull it straight down, okay? So if that's not enough tension, step back. Well, if you're using tubing, but if you're using the cable, then just focus on locking this position in and rowing back, okay? Still effective, still effective. All right, so after that, take the seat on your cable machine. I believe it spins around. So spin it around, lock it, okay? Lock it, I think you can let the front pad down. I believe it's adjustable. And have a seat. Okay, grab 2 handles. Make sure you're far enough away. Yours is set up a little different. I'm making this work. So, in this position, you're gonna come here. You're gonna go there. Here, there. A lot of back activation in this one. There. Okay, so this is a low row pulley. I mean, well, low row pulley is that, but low row. Okay, so you're pulling from a low position to high. Boom. Just like that. Just like that. Slow and control. Get a strong contraction at the end. Try to activate as much of your back with this retraction as possible. Okay, so right there. Right there, okay? Chest coming forward, elbows coming back. That's proper form. And we're gonna do all 3 of those, 3 rounds, 12 reps each exercise, okay? So that's 12 reps and 12 reps on the row, 12 reps on the pull down, and 12 reps on the low row, okay? Definitely gonna help you back. Premium exercises, all you have to do is have to work them, okay? All right, so this is gonna be for the triceps, okay? So this is 3 exercises I'd like for you to do back to back for the triceps, okay? We wanna do 3 rounds of these, all right? So the first one is gonna be the lying overhead tricep extension. So you're gonna take 2 dumbbells. I wouldn't say go too heavy on this first one, okay? So we're gonna lay down here. We're gonna extend the arms back. Keep the upper arm still. This is the upper arm. You don't wanna have the upper arm doing this, okay? You wanna keep it back, and you wanna extend up, okay? Extension of the elbow, right here. Boom. And you wanna do about 12 reps of those, okay? So you don't, once you place the upper arm back, the extension takes place from right there, okay? Both dumbbells, I do have them pressed together. They'll take them from right there, okay? 12 reps there. So once you get done with those 12, I have something a little bit heavier. You're typically gonna be stronger for this next move. So we're gonna take 2 dumbbells here, lay back down, and we're gonna go close grip. So the close grip press is also working the triceps, keeping the elbows close. So don't flare the elbows, keep them here and going up, okay? So you don't have to press from this high up, press from right there up. Okay, rest your head, rest your neck, get 12 reps there, okay? So when you come up, place those down, spin around on the bench, slide to the middle, hands down to your side, slide yourself off the bench, and slightly bend the elbows, okay? So this position, don't push yourself too far out, stay close to the bench. Notice my legs aren't totally straight, I'm up on my heels. The closer you bring the legs, the less tension on the triceps, okay? The further away, it's probably gonna be more. So right about here for 30 seconds, it's an isometric hold for 30 seconds, okay? And just keep breathing, and once that's done, okay, come up, shake it out, 45 seconds, and then do 2 more rounds of it, okay? So that's for the triceps. So since you told me about your ab exercise, I didn't include any ab exercises, but I would suggest that you perform those either in the beginning, or like right after your warm-up, or in the end of your workout. So that's my suggestion for abs, and I think that would work best. So you just decide whether you want to perform them. But I do recommend that you perform them with the workout, okay? I know you can probably have separate days, but just an addition of abs actually helps out a whole lot, okay?